remembered that.
Well, well, I mean, it's true. We're
It
now
is
live.
true.
It's June 14th. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I oh, the struggle is real here.
What else do you need to say, John? I mean, it's just the date.
Well, it's
Well,
also National Strawberry Shortcake Day.
well,
Oh,
yes, it is National Strawberry Shortcake Day, but that's actually not what I'm here to celebrate, like
oh, come on, man. What, you don't like strawberry shortcake?
well, I it's also National Bourbon Day, and I happen to like
National
bourbon
Bourbon
more
Day.
than strawberry shortcake.
I'm not
I
a big
mean,
whiskey fan, so I'd rather have the strawberry shortcake.
well, like I personally would rather have a mix of both of those together and have my I don't know, like my strawberry flavored bourbon. Maybe I guess I could mix them together like that.
Mm.
I mean, I had some caramel turnal, like caramel, like was it caramel and like something like bourbon, like some caramel flavor and something else bourbon, and flavored bourbons are actually not that bad. And you seem a little bit disgusted, Nick, but that
I don't know
no,
about disgusted
but I
as
mean
much as
maybe
perplexed. I it just
well, I mean what
it
can I
doesn't
say?
seem
Like
like a thing.
I I guess maybe I wasn't sure if it was that you were perplexed or if that just the normal look on your face. I'm not sure. Like if that
It
was your
could be.
June 14th face, I
It's
mean
possible.
yeah, anything's possible, right?
Mm,
And
sure.
today is also what is it? It's Flag Day.
Today's
And
Flag Day?
yeah,
Is it
every June
really?
14th. Like, where have you been all
Really?
these years, Nick?
Apparently
I mean,
not
have
being
you
a
never heard about Flag Day?
hang on, I'm verifying this.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
I
Okay, no,
mean,
you're
don't
right.
actually know what Flag Day is. I
Nobody
just know it's a
does.
thing.
Yeah, John
yeah,
doesn't know
and
either.
it is also now, Nick, this is good for the single people. Meet a mate week. It's an entire week of meeting a mate.
What do you
So,
mean it's an entire
That
week
sounds
of that?
gross.
Yeah, that does sound gross.
well, I mean,
Meeting
all
a
I can
mate.
say is like it's a week that you go out there and you try to meet somebody, and you have a week to do it, and then you have to wait again until next year.
So
And
essentially, if you're single and you don't get it done this week, then you're screwed for a whole nother year.
oh no, I mean it's just that this must be the one week in June every year the singles come out, and it's also National Clay Week, and
Oh,
that
so
oh, and it's
now we're doing whole national weeks, not just the
yeah,
day.
and it's National Email Week. So I don't have anything to celebrate
Well,
about email, but
I write I receive and write enough emails every week, so that
well, you know what, Nick, if you don't like National Meet a Mate Week, it's also National Hermit Week. So you could just, go and live in a little hut somewhere and be a hermit and be by yourself. So I mean, I don't
that
know
doesn't
why
sound too
those,
horrible.
yeah, but
But
I
why
don't know
would it
why
be
those would
both weeks together seem
be.
kind of
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird too, but it's also
It is pretty
National Little League
counterintuitive.
Baseball Week. So I mean that's pretty exciting. I was in Little League myself, and I still have my trophy. So
Good,
that's
good,
exciting. And
good.
it's National Pet Wedding Week.
What wedding?
Pet wedding.
Oh, pet wedding.
Yeah, well, not like you pet a wedding. It's a
I get it. It's for your pets. Now,
well,
oh,
yeah.
John, I have okay. So now this brings up a very important question of mine. Since you are a certified marriage officiant,
I am.
does that apply to pets as well?
Well, you know what, Nick? I I will certify myself to do it for the pets
I don't
just
think it works that
because.
way. I don't think you can just issue marriage licenses at will.
Well, I mean the pets won't know the difference.
Oh, you say that now.
Well, I mean I mean they wouldn't want me to be their officiant anyway because I'm allergic to them. I would sneeze all over them like they during the wedding.
Well, you
every
just take a
pet, all
Yeah, I
pets?
Mm.
don't have any pets because
well,
the-
John, you just take a little Benadryl. Well, what if it's a pet that doesn't have hair? Like what if
wait, I mean,
it's like
are
reptiles
you
or
okay with
fish?
me? So you're okay with me actually having Benadryl and mixing it with my soju, Nick?
No, I don't
That doesn't
recommend
seem
that.
safe.
Well, John, I mean, I feel like if you're going to be a wedding officiant, you shouldn't be drunk.
Well, you know what? If I'm marrying pets, of course I'm gonna be drunk because I mean, what crazy person would marry a pet any other way except being drunk? Because like, what's next? Like, I'm going to like serve the pets mac and cheese
Why not?
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do, Nick? Like, I really don't
I
think
feel like
that.
you're being very discriminatory right now against pets.
Well, I mean, I if they wouldn't make me sneeze and stuff, then I would feel differently about
But
them.
John,
But
I
this
don't
is
think
all
that's
their
all pets.
fault.
Like if it's fish, I think you're probably good.
I don't know. Like, I've had pet fish that have tried to kill themselves before.
But what does that have to do with your allergies?
Well, you know what?
Let
They
me just say
must
this,
have
John.
been.
If you're allergic to your pet fish, they're no longer pets, they're just dinner.
Oh, well, you know what, Nick? I enjoy eating fish for dinner. So,
So
and for
you're just gonna
breakfast.
reach down in your tank and like eat your neon tetra.
Yeah, why not?
It's
I
not a
mean,
very
like
satisfying meal, but
yeah,
If you
why
have
else
enough
would
of
I
them.
be getting the fish
I
nice and
guess like
plump other than to eat
300.
it? You know, like that's my theory. There is just like
I
get the
don't
fish nice and
this
plump and then eat them.
all right. This theory sucks, but all right.
Yeah, I mean, what a time to be alive, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I hope not.
And guess what, Nick?
Opening credits.
Yeah, it's time for the opening credits.
All
What a
right.
time to be alive.
All right, do it. My
Yeah,
favorite part.
roll the credits.
Actually, the closing credits are my favorite part because they're
Oh,
the same
well,
as the opening ones.
it's close enough. This is a close second.
It's exactly the same.
Welcome to Funniest Part of My Name, a podcast about math and Korean culture, with a side of humor. For information about our podcast, please visit www.johnoaks.com.
And now here are your hosts, 프로페서 승찬 and 닉 하하하.
Ah,
What a time to be alive.
You know, John, you could have hung out with the two of us on Saturday, but
mhm.
Oh, you know what happened though, right?
yeah, I don't know if I believe that though.
Well, actually, I don't know if you can see it, but my eye is still kind of still bloodshot.
You
But
told me your eye happened on a Friday.
yes, but the other part of the weekend, the eye was just part of it, and so also I did not tell you how bad the hotel was.
And you
I,
ripped on me last week because I booked the hotel that I did, telling me I didn't know what I was doing. And you're the one who had the subpar experience. My hotel was fine.
well,
And I had
all I can say
I had
is
excellent blueberry pancakes in the morning afterward in the hotel restaurant.
wait. So you're saying that the Holiday Inn has excellent blueberry pancakes?
They did on Saturday.
I wouldn't say that the Holiday Inn is known for their blueberry pancakes.
No, but they were on the menu and I wanted them.
Wait, so like the Holiday Inn has a menu now?
Well, yeah, I don't know how else you order.
Was all of this included with the price of the room?
Well, I had to pay a slight amount extra for
Hey,
a
so
voucher.
no. Like if it's not included, they ripped you off, Nick.
Why? It was good.
Yeah, but
I felt it was worth it.
wait a second. So you had an option of like going to one of the many fine establishments in Grand Rapids, like locally owned businesses, and eating at a place like Royals Diner in Grand Rapids, where I went, which by the way had excellent food, and I had the fish and chips and
For
the
breakfast?
it was a brunch. Have you not
Ew.
heard of anything called brunch, Nick? I mean, what can I say? And
Mm.
and then I also had excellent chicken tenders.
Well,
Okay.
John, look, the two of us went to a fine local establishment as well later in the day to eat, but you had bailed at that point.
Well, yes, but that wasn't all my fault because
Of course not.
like if you would know about how awful the hotel stay was for me, you would have left town even earlier than I did.
But John, at that point, you were checked out of the hotel, so you didn't have to deal with the bad experience anymore.
Well, no, like this is emotional trauma for the rest of my life. Like it's so bad I couldn't even enjoy National New Mexico Day today. Did you know it's National New Mexico Day today, Nick?
No, but honestly, the only national whatever day I care about at all is the strawberry shortcake because that sounds great and I want some.
But it's also National Pop Goes the Weasel Day.
I don't care about that. What's that going to do for me?
I mean,
Pop your weasel.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Nick.
see, exactly. It just
Yeah,
just
get with the
happened. And
program.
I
Pop
feel the
Goes
same.
Weasel. And well, all I can say is that my hotel, and I'll give you a list of the dirty laundry complaints because I think that it's time to let everyone know how bad this hotel.
Oh,
actually
come
was.
on, John. I thought we had an agenda. I thought we were going to talk about men's health and
Well,
National Bath
this
Day.
definitely has to do with men's health because my health is
John, come on. This
deteriorating
is supposed to
because
be
of
like
this
a PG,
experience.
maybe PG-13-ish show. I think we're stepping across the line here.
Oh no, I don't think there's any line that's
All right,
crossed
we'll tell you
here.
what. Why don't you talk about it for 10 minutes? I'm going to drop off and I'll be back at
Well,
10:22.
You know what, Nick?
You're gonna leave me here.
I don't think
no,
that
you can leave too. And we'll come
Yeah,
back.
I mean, I think that you'll enjoy this story, Nick. So
I doubt it. I'm already not liking the
all
leading.
right, so I had
Hmm.
4 big issues with the room.
Oh boy.
So
Okay, only the room, meaning so you might have had other issues that were not the room, but you're just talking
Yes.
about the ones specifically about your room.
yes. So the first
Oh,
one
God.
is that the floors and the baseboards in the room were
The
were
baseboards.
in some spots in the floor were even a little bit sticky. So it is
The baseboards. What kind of hotel were you staying, John?
okay. So this is a newer. It's not
Clearly,
a
it was
newly-
not that new if it had baseboard heating.
Well, but the thing is it's a newly open hotel, but in an old building.
Oh my God.
And
All right.
so it's actually it's a very nice hotel
Well,
overall.
Not
but-
according to what you're already.
No, I'm talking
Very
about the
confused.
architectural grandeur of the hotel, Nick. And
So essentially, you're saying is it looks nice, but it's a piece of trash.
yeah, for the most part, but I'm willing to give them another try.
Are you
But-
really? So
yeah.
you're gonna go on this rant now, and after blaming this hotel for your whatever you want to call Saturday, but you're willing to go back.
Yeah, I'm willing to let them correct these issues, but you don't even know what the issues are, Nick. So
I don't want to know anymore.
Baseboards. That's
Yeah, I
number
mean,
one.
Yeah, right.
it is a pet friendly hotel, and so some of the stuff was like pet dander and stuff that had been like swept up, and some of it landed in the corner. So, like as somebody who's allergic to pets, this was a little bit awful for me, you know. And then one of the kitchen towels was dirty.
What does that mean?
Kitchen? You had a kitchen?
Yeah. So this hotel, it had a full kitchen and a washer and dryer in the room.
Why
And-
did you book a hotel for one night? That sounds more like an apartment.
It was an apartment.
It was.
but it was it was an apartment, but now it's a hotel. So like some of the apartments are still apartments, but this hotel bought some of the apartments in the apartment building and turned the apartments into
John,
a hotel.
Did you book this hotel room through Craigslist?
Well, you know what, Nick? I don't know anyone named Craig, so no. But if Craig had a list, I wouldn't want to be on it anyway.
Oh, good.
So,
Okay.
Yep.
You probably
Although-
booked this on Craigslist.com.
well, all I can say, Nick, is I actually I did get a car, actually 2 cars off of Craigslist in the past, and both of them turned out to be okay. So Craigslist
Oh,
has
good.
some good stuff. Yeah, I mean, why not? And the TV
Sure.
did not work the entire time due to an issue with the Direct TV.
Well, John, do you know how much I turned on the TV in my hotel room this weekend? Absolutely none. Why? Because I was out doing things
Yes,
town the way I
But guess
intended.
what, Nick? I paid for the TV services, and I expect them to work.
But the point of this trip was not to sit in the hotel room and watch TV. It was to
Yeah,
go
but-
out and do things around
Yeah,
town.
but you're assuming that I was going to turn it on and stay there and
No, I'm assuming you weren't going to do any of that,
well, yeah,
and you did,
but
and you attempted to
what
do
if-
it, and it didn't work. So there's the karma right there.
what if, Nick, my plan was just to turn on the TV and just say, well, you know what? I want to use the electricity that was included with my room and just
Wow,
leave the TV
wasteful.
on and then leave the room.
Very wasteful.
I agree.
Well, I mean, like
and
I'm
don't.
not saying that I would do that. I'm just saying.
So essentially, what you're
hypothetically.
doing, John, is you're using up more power from your room stay, which is going to jack up the price of this hotel room for the next time you make the mistake again of staying there.
Well,
When you could stay at the other hotel where I did, that had no problems with the room and had excellent blueberry pancakes in the morning.
but you had to pay extra for the pancakes,
It
and
was
I
worth
didn't
it.
have to pay extra for my electricity.
Well, the good news is, John, the cost of the voucher for breakfast was less than what I actually spent based on the menu prices in my order.
Well, that's nice, but they probably gypped you on some extra blueberries that they would normally put in there because they knew you were using a voucher.
I didn't show the voucher until after I'd eaten.
Well, yeah, but they knew that you had bought it.
I'm sure the server at the restaurant did not know that.
Well, I mean, maybe I alerted the server and you just don't know yet.
I doubt it because you sound like you were too preoccupied with fending off the demons of your room.
Well, that's okay. And the last thing, Nick, is
Wait,
that-
John, how is this in any way apply to men's health? This all
the-
sounds like
we'll
stuff that has
get-
nothing to
this
do
is-
with
this is
anything.
it, Nick. All right, you get ready for this. This is the
Okay.
last problem with the room.
Oh boy.
There was dirty underwear that was found behind one of the curtains in the bedroom.
John, this room sounds like a dilapidated building, yet somehow you're going to try to stay here again potentially.
Well, yes, because they invited me back for a complimentary night stay to try to make things right, and I'm willing to give them a second chance.
I feel like that's just going to be a bad experience that just was free, which doesn't sound
Well,
worth it to me.
You know what, Nick? That's okay.
It doesn't sound very okay.
Well, I mean, I think it's okay.
So so what's the men's health aspect of this? I don't.
Well, you know what?
This all sounded pretty gender neutral.
Well, I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. Like if you want it to be about men's health, then
Hey Becca,
then
if
use
any of
your-
this makes sense to you, please chime in.
then use
Hey.
your imagination.
I'm so lost.
Yeah, I think that speechlessness tells all.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I'm
Hmm.
not lost right now. I mean, but
Oh, good.
I do want to make one note about International Bath Day because
Oh boy.
I did tell some people I would say how National Bath Day relates to mathematics. So do you happen to know, Nick?
Well, maybe the rate in which the water fills the bathtub can be approximated by some kind of formula.
Becca, do you know?
No.
Well, yeah, but you're closer than Nick was. So
Oh,
Oh, of
Now-
course.
of course.
so here
What a
is how
shocker.
it works. So on Bath Day, Greek mathematician, scientist, and scholar Archimedes discovered while taking a bath that an object volume could be accurately measured by being submerged in water. And then, unable to contain his excitement, Archimedes leaped out of the bathtub and yelled, "Eureka!" So
Wow.
that's it. That's why today is National Bath Day. Yep. I mean, I think that's
Okay.
pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You don't seem very impressed.
I'm too confused to be anything. My level
Well-
of confusion is prohibiting any emotional feeling right now.
Well, you know what, Nick, that's okay.
Okay,
Mm.
sure.
I mean,
fine,
I think
yeah.
that's okay. But the good news, Nick,
course.
is maybe after this break, you'll be a little less perplexed and you'll do really well at the trivia tonight. Or
Mhm,
maybe
boy.
my whole goal of the last 20 minutes was to get you so confused that you wouldn't have a single idea of what would be happening during the trivia.
I never do anytime anyways.
Well, now
This
you
sounds the
admit it.
same as every other week.
Well, I mean, I thought at least 1 week you would try to prepare and that this might be the week. But
Prepare for
apparently not.
what?
Well,
You can't prepare for something that you don't know.
Well, I mean, I would say this is exactly like how somebody should prepare for studying the vocabulary on, say, the SAT. Just memorize everything in the dictionary.
Who does that?
Oh,
So just
Well-
memorize everything, Nick, and then
high school
and
juniors.
then you won't have this
I
problem.
never took it. I never had to
Oh.
take the SAT.
Okay.
And then I fell asleep during the ACT.
Well,
Oh,
that's
good.
okay. I mean, like test put me to sleep too, and so
Oh, good. I hope this quiz coming up in trivia time puts me to sleep. Like,
well, you know what, your
get me through this
answers
quicker.
put me to sleep once in a while, Nick. So that's okay. But hopefully,
Oh,
you know,
all
I'll
right.
be wide awake after I have some soju and some honey butter almonds over here.
Is it
but-
that garbage pineapple soju again?
Oh, this is green grape.
What brand?
Good Friends.
Okay, all right, that's
Oh.
acceptable.
Yeah, Good Friends is okay,
All right,
but it's better than the JOA.
yeah, or whatever that bogus pineapple one you bought on Amazon last week.
Well, no, like all I'm saying is I bought it from some conglomerate.
John, there's proof on last week's episode where you bought it.
Well, that's okay. I didn't show the receipt, so no proof was ever shown for sure.
But I think that the authorities could go back in your Amazon transaction history and see that you did, and combining that
what?
with your verbal admittance to it.
Yeah,
seems like
but
a
if
dunk.
that really gets down to that, then I'm going to file a sort of, what is that, like a claim that somebody hacked into my account and ordered something falsely on my account and tried to ruin my good name on Amazon.
So essentially, you're just admitting this week that if you do get accused of it, you're just going to try to lie your way out.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I'm saying that's a possibility,
All right.
but I'm not
Okay.
shady like that. So no,
No, of
I
course
would
not.
never do that.
No,
Absolutely
no, you're
not.
right. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, you
Silly
think
me.
I'm a shady character, but I'm not. So
No, not with how bright the lights are in that room. Not
yeah,
at all.
exactly. So guess what? It's time for another break.
Oh,
But
thank
after
goodness.
the break, I before we get to trivia, I do want to talk about my student of the week. All right.
Are you ever
so-
going to have one of these students of the week join the show?
Yeah, they're always invited.
Yeah, that's not the question I asked. I asked, is one of these students ever going to join, not be invited?
Well, I mean, I really hope that one of them joins. but,
When? Like,
I mean,
but before or after we're 50 years old?
well, you know what, Nick?
All right,
I-
just give us the spiel on who it is this week.
yeah, I think that I'll get one of them on like on a Saturday. You know, why not?
Except the show is on Monday.
Exactly. So it's not my fault they came on the wrong day. All right, what a time to be alive. It's time for a break, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Funny is Part of My Name. We'll be back with more right after this break.
All right, so oh no,
Yes.
where is it?
Oh boy.
This is oh, you know what? This is actually very exciting. You know, like one thing that I do have is an update on one of my former students of the week, but I'll save that for later. But this actually was not the student of the week story, but this is what came up. This is actually an interesting story that you might enjoy, Nick, because it has to do with golf.
Okay.
So I saw a story in the Burlington County Times today about a golfer who was struck by lightning and was a former dentist and a math teacher.
Is there any more
Yeah.
to that story?
Well, I mean, that pretty much it. I mean, I can tell you a little bit about the guy, but pretty much all it is
Not
is
losing interest, already lost interest.
all it is saying that this is a man who is a golfer, but was struck by lightning, and a former dentist and math teacher. But
Okay.
I mean, I think that's a pretty exciting golf story, right?
So
So
are they alive?
yeah.
They get burnt to a crisp. Are they also a former golfer? Because
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
former now because
Exactly. Like see, my stories leave you guessing, like in wanting more. So maybe you everyone will have to listen next week to hear what happened to this man.
no one cares.
Well, maybe his family does, Nick.
That's fine, but I
this
have
is
a
how he
feeling,
finds out.
I have a feeling that his family does not listen to the show.
Well, I'll make sure that
Just a guess. Just a
they
guess.
tune in. Oh, and I do have some news from Korea, because I know that you like Korean news, Nick. So this is a pretty exciting.
Not really from you, but
I mean, this is a pretty exciting headline.
okay. All right.
So
I'm listening.
you'll like this one. The headline is North Korean defector says even North Korea was not this nuts after attending Ivy League school.
Wait. Say what?
I'm
so
confused.
there's a North Korean defector who said that her experience at Columbia University was more disturbing than her experiences in North Korea.
Oh, okay.
Disturbing. How?
Yeah. Do you
Well,
want to give us more detail?
Yeah, I'm glad that you asked. And so
Oh, I'm gonna be
one
sorry
of
now.
the things that she says that she was shocked and confused by were the issues surrounding gender and language, and with every class taking turns announcing their preferred pronouns to the class, which I think that this is very, very important to note during Pride Month, that I do think that it's important for people to recognize like somebody's preferred pronouns, but this person's story was that English is her third language, and she learned it as an adult, but she still sometimes says he or she by mistake, and then was a little bit like confused about, I guess, the anger that people would have from her as a like non-native English speaker accidentally calling somebody he or she when they want it to be called them or they. So I think that that's another angle to just keep in mind, that like that there are people like this North Korean defector who is making this case that it's difficult for her to remember all of these pronouns as a non-native English speaker, and I think that's something to be aware of as well. But not to anyway, not to say anything about the rest of all this thing, but she also said that, let's see. Oh, well, anyway, you can read about her if you would like, but she's a very interesting lady, and I know that I've seen her in the news before, but this week she made the news for saying that Columbia University was worse than North Korea.
So what was the point of this story here?
Well, I mean,
or of
just
telling
to-
us this story?
Just to tell you a story about Korea.
It wasn't really a story about Korea.
Well, it's about how bad somebody thinks North Korea is compared to the United States.
So, I mean, it sounds like that person doesn't think North Korea is that bad if her Ivy League education was worse.
Yeah, exactly. So
Your
now,
takeaway.
now
Yeah.
it is time for the
Right.
trivia of the week, and in honor of National Strawberry Shortcake Day,
Perfect.
we're going to have strawberry trivia.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this will be easy.
Now, wait, John, be honest here. Was this the intended trivia topic all along, or because Becca brought it up
Well, Becca, this
You-
is just for you. I
during
mean,
the commercial break? You threw an
Oh.
audible, and
well, no, like you know what, Nick, I will tell you that I know about a lot of stuff, and so
Oh,
I
good.
can adapt. I can adapt just like that to change the topic.
Okay.
And so I think that this will be easy for Becca, but not for you.
Okay, and the prize is a bottle of the really subpar pineapple soju that you bought on Amazon illegally.
Well, yeah, why not?
So you admit that you bought subpar pineapple soju illegally on Amazon?
Well, no, I didn't admit to that.
No, it's straight from Jeff Bezos himself.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
So it's
I
not
mean,
illegal.
the Bezos
Yeah,
distillery.
not
Yes.
illegal at all.
Oh,
I mean, I think that
he's really diversifying now.
yeah, why not?
Space
I
brewery.
mean, everyone
Yeah.
wants strawberry trivia. And now you're just, like
Wouldn't it make more sense though if you had strawberry soju as the prize?
Well,
Ooh.
no, what? No way. No.
Your
Th-
theme
there-
seems to be a little off base here, but
No,
okay.
like,
Anyways,
I don't
no,
think that's-
no,
I
don't
don't
worry
think
about it,
this is
John.
how it
Just
works.
proceed.
Yeah, I think that you actually are completely wrong, Nick. All right, so
Of course I am.
Michael, all right, here's your
Why would I
first
not be?
question.
You already lost
Look,
points.
This is
Yeah,
this is
negative
pretty-
500 to start. Stamp me,
This
John.
is
Give
pretty
me the stamp.
easy. So, all right,
What
now
color are strawberries? Because
now
John
this
doesn't
is-
actually know
this
that because
is
he's
pretty
colorblind.
easy. So, what color are most strawberries?
Red.
Oh yes, yes, that's 500 points. Very good. So, Nick,
Do you think that was really the first question, or do you think he just
no,
Piggybacked
that's
off
the first
my
question. I don't know,
mockery?
Why not? All right.
Well,
okay? All right.
So,
I suppose
Nick,
we'll never know.
where was the very first strawberry garden grown?
How specific does this location need to be?
Give me a city and country.
A city and country. Oh boy.
Well, I actually don't know that part of the world very well. So, like, not even a city. Give me the region of the country.
The region of the country?
Yeah, if you want to be more specific than that, I'll take it. But at least the region and country.
Oh boy. I'm trying to think if strawberries are the southeast United States. I know northern Georgia.
So close. Brittany, France.
Oh, all right.
That's not even close.
not Brittany.
Yeah, I mean,
God forbid.
what can I say? Like like Brittany and like Atlanta, Georgia, they both have an A in the name. So I mean, somewhere in the name. So you're pretty close.
Actually,
I guess.
Atlanta has 3 A's.
Yeah, exactly. So like I feel like you were somewhat close. I tried to give you that benefit of the doubt.
Didn't give
but-
me any benefit of the doubt because I still had it wrong.
Well, I mean, what
You gave
can
me
I
no
say?
benefit.
So now, all right. Now, Becca, here is your second question. Are the seeds of a strawberry on the inside or the outside?
There's one big seed on the inside.
Well, yeah, I'll take that because strawberries are the only fruit that wear their seeds on the outside. So I'll take it. All right, very good.
Wait,
So that's
what,
another
John?
500 points.
That was completely the opposite of the.
Well, no, because if there's one big seed on the inside, that means all the other ones on the outside. So that's close enough for me.
Oh,
Very flexible.
wow. There's some real leeway in these answers,
Yeah,
John.
yeah, there really
How
is.
come I don't get that luxury?
Well, Nick, I tried, but
No,
can I
you really
say?
didn't.
I really did. I mean, I'm trying to make this as easy for you as I can, Nick.
Oh, okay. So maybe the key is I need to give really ambiguous answers.
Well, sure.
Okay.
If
All right.
that's
Well, give
what
me the
you-
next one, and I'll try to do that this time.
Yeah. Try to be very ambiguous
Yeah.
in your answers, Nick,
Yeah.
because I think that would help you.
Probably not, but I'll give it a shot.
Well, all right. I mean, why not? So, Nick, I have a real zinger for you in this next question.
Oh boy. Can we just end this now?
Well,
I'm
I
already
mean that we can play.
I'm already down 2 to negative
We can
500.
play sudden death. I mean, it's
It doesn't matter. Well, just give me the question.
okay. So, according to the USDA, so this is something that's definitely about Americans this time, Nick. Since you didn't get
Good.
that international question right in the last
No,
question.
no,
So
I didn't. I'm
Americans
sorry.
eat how many pounds of fresh strawberries a year?
Some rational number greater than 0.
So close. 3.4 pounds.
I guess it wasn't enough leeway.
Yep. Yeah, I tried, but you know
The
what?
margin of error was not that much.
Yeah, your margin of error, no, but I can't take that.
All right.
But that's okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I really, like,
I'm glad it's okay. That's what
Yeah.
matters the most.
well, you know what? It's time for sudden death.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Perfect.
I already feel dead.
Oh, no, like I mean, Nick, you're at minus. I didn't. I have to make up a number now. You're so far in the hole. I
John, if
forgot
you
to
don't
keep
have a
track.
stamp for it, then you cannot award me that.
Negative 50 million. All right.
Do you have a stamp for that?
Yeah, I sure do.
Let me see it.
Well, it won't even fit on the screen. It's so large. Because it's using tally marks. I have 50 million tally marks.
Wow. And you actually wrote those yourself?
Well, no, that's why it's a stamp.
How big is this stamp? Like
Well,
4
I mean,
feet by 10 feet?
Well, yeah, bigger than that, but that's
Wow.
okay. Yeah.
That's what do you have to use to actually stamp with it?
So
An excavator?
yeah, close enough. So Nick, how many
Okay.
seeds does the average strawberry have?
Wait, isn't it Becca's question?
Well, no, this is sudden death. So just try to make a guess.
We know my answer. One
right.
big seed.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So wait,
One.
what was the question, John? How
How
many?
many seeds does the average strawberry have?
11.
What? That's not even close.
Oh, it's not?
It's 200.
What?
Oh,
200
seems
On
about
one-
right.
on one
No,
straw.
that seems about right.
Yeah, it's 200. Where are you getting your answers from, Nick?
I don't
Well,
know.
I said one. So technically,
I was closer
he was
without
closer.
going over per Price is Right rules.
Well, you know what? I'll have some soju and drink. to that,
Oh,
Nick.
good. He's starting the drinking.
What a time to be
Or
alive.
actually, I don't know if he's starting. He could be continuing.
Well, no. I mean, what can I say?
I don't know. What can you say?
So here are some other great strawberry facts.
Okay.
So a strawberry flower averages 5 to 7 petals. Isn't that
Okay.
exciting? I mean,
Not really, but all
Neat.
right. Yeah, I'm so riveted right now.
yeah.
My excitement level is
Well, I mean,
it's just
hey, like I'm
uncontainable.
enjoying this. And did you know that 94% of American households consume strawberries?
94. Like, so if
Makes
they
sense.
eat one straw, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
John,
And
does your
then-
household consume strawberries?
Well, what can I say?
You can answer the
I-
question.
I do like strawberry soju, so as long as that counts, then I'm okay with consuming strawberries. Otherwise, I don't
I'm gonna
really
guess
want
it's
them in the house.
artificially flavored that way, so I don't think that counts.
Well, okay, I'll admit I do like sangria. So if they put the strawberries in it, then I'll drink it with the sangria.
Okay, I suppose I can throw you a little bit of one on that.
See, yeah, why not? All right, Nick.
I don't know.
I feel like you lost again, but that's okay.
You feel like I lost again, or I just
Yeah,
did lose
because
again?
I don't even. You know what, Becca?
Sudden
I'm
death.
declaring you the winner. Like Nick, couldn't even make it to the end.
What do you mean? I'm still here now, and we're done.
Well, see, you're giving up, and I haven't even said it was officially the end.
I try to give up prematurely every time, and you don't allow me.
Well, that's okay.
So you don't even do the justice of letting me concede.
Yeah, that's okay. What can I say? But
I
I
don't
have-
know. I just don't know.
yeah, I don't know either, but that's okay. I mean, why not? But I do have some other great news, Nick, that you'll really enjoy.
Okay, let's hear it.
So before we go to our final break here, so I read this article in, well, you know what? I don't actually think it was in anything. It was on a website called sciencealert.com.
That sounds completely ungrounded.
Well, you can tell that to them, but the headline was, "Don't worry, the math says your friends probably aren't more popular than you."
Okay.
So, you know what, Nick? That's I don't know if that's good or bad news for you.
I don't either.
Like, what do you think of that headline?
I don't know what to think. I'm audible the question to Becca. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. I would love to hear your thoughts, Becca.
Well, where does the math come from? And who are they talking to? Who are
So-
these friends?
Who are these friends? Yes, that's a good question. So here's the backstory to this. Sociologist Scott Feld. I think I'm saying his name right. Scott.
Oh, it's a
Aggressive.
name. Oh, it's a name.
Oh.
Okay. Thought you were making up some word.
No, like so you're telling Scott Feld that his name sounds like some made up words? Like that's
Well,
not very nice.
In the context of the moment, yeah.
Well,
But now that you've clarified,
I mean, what can I say? Like I
All
mean,
words are made up words. All
Yeah,
names are made up
exactly.
words.
they were, yeah, at one time, yes, absolutely.
yeah, I mean, my name is made up.
Even the professor part was made up at one point.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't know that for sure. You know, I wasn't there.
So
at
you might be a fake professor. Is that what I'm
well,
gathering?
no, like I can show you my resume.
Yeah, but who writes up your resume? You do.
Well, maybe I have a ghostwriter for that too.
Not surprised.
Why does that surprise you? Like, I mean, what
I
can
don't
I
know.
say?
I don't know. I might have to call up the college tomorrow and verify.
Yeah, I mean, I really, I was actually looking for one other exciting piece of information, but apparently my name is not on the City of Warren website yet. So I was
But
going
give
to,
it time, John. It's only been a week or what, 2 weeks.
well, yeah, but I mean, I'm proud of my role on the City of Warren Cultural Commission. And
Okay,
I
well
feel
then
like
just be satisfied with that for now. And when they get a chance to update the website, then
the
it'll come full
struggle is
circle.
real. But
It's
I
a
have great
struggle.
news. So,
Can we go to a commercial break? Is that the news?
well, yes, but after the break, did you see the article this week about the like eater.com named their choice of 10 best Korean restaurants in the Detroit area?
Eater.com.
Yes.
EATER.
Yes, eater.com.
Is that a local Detroit website?
Well, they have a local like Detroit page, and
Oh,
so
okay.
after the break, I am going to go over the top 10 Korean restaurants in the Detroit area, and
Ooh, okay. This is actually intriguing. I want to.
and then
Okay.
see how many of them you've been to, Nick.
Oh, I like the. Okay, this is like the
Yeah,
first
this
topic
is
in
a
like 2 months
pretty-
that's actually interested me.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good segment, right? I mean,
Is-
like I think that
No, this is good. I think this fits the one of the themes of the show of Korean culture, unlike earlier on with
Well, I mean,
whatever
you didn't
that
like
men's
my-
health bastardization was.
my Korean, North Korean story.
That wasn't really
I-
a Korean story though. It just happened to be about a Korean person, but it had nothing to do really with her being Korean. So
Well,
I
you
think
know
that's a
what?
stretch at
That's
best.
okay. Like I tried to like get out of something earlier today because I tried to explain to somebody I'm Korean and they didn't take that as an excuse. So
Well,
What
I
can
mean,
I
you are
say?
Japanese, so I guess
well,
that makes
no,
some
I don't think
sense.
that's really the case. Like
That's
I
not
can
what
be
your
whatever
DNA
I
testing
want.
told me.
No, I can be whatever I declare myself to be. So if I want to say I'm from I'm from the moon, why not? Like who's gonna know? Like no one
Oh,
else.
so
has
this
been,
explains how you're a professor. It's self-appointed.
no, all I'm gonna say is like, well, all right, like has anyone been to the moon to prove that I wasn't from the moon?
When you say from the
Kinda.
moon, when you say from the moon, what does that mean? Like you were
You know, like the
manufactured
rock
there,
from the sun, like
or
alien invasion.
so
He's
you're
a
an
moon
alien.
man.
Oh,
Moon man.
Well, I
Are you
mean,
the
like,
moon- are you the
I
moon
wouldn't-
man?
I wouldn't
are
admit
you
that-
Are you the real Mac tonight from McDonald's?
So, you know what, Nick? Even if I was, I'm not sure I would tell you.
Yeah, I don't think your
And
face is the
even
right
if I
shape for that.
am, I wouldn't tell you.
Why not?
Well, I don't know, but I will tell you it's time for a commercial break, Nick.
Finally.
Thank you for listening to Funny is Part of My Name. We'll be back with more right after this break.
All right, Nick. So,
Yes.
what is your favorite Korean restaurant in the Detroit area? I just want to see if it's on the list.
John Oak's house when he feeds me soju and Margaret cookies.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
That did not make the list.
Well, it should have. This list sucks then.
Well, I mean, I think that this is an okay list.
Not if your place is not on it.
Well, Becca, what is your favorite Korean restaurant in the Detroit area?
How far does the Detroit area cover for this?
So,
Like
this,
Ann Arbor is fine, right?
I don't think.
Or are we
any
talking about
places-
Detroit? Just like
Yeah, there's nothing in Ann Arbor on this list, but it does cover it like I would say that the western border of this is like
Oh.
about the 275 Novi area,
Okay.
in that the northern border is about the like Rochester.
Okay, so it's the
79
Detroit
area.
metro.
Yeah.
Ann Arbor is not really
Hmm.
technically part of the Detroit.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't. Okay,
Well,
all right.
I feel like when I was living in Detroit, um, all the restaurants that were popping up were really expensive, and I was a student at the time, so I didn't really go out. But even so, I don't even recall. There was only one Korean restaurant I knew, but it was like, a sushi restaurant that like also had some Korean food.
So kind of like John,
Yeah, well, okay, so I
somewhat
Yeah.
will say
Korean,
that
but also Japanese.
But
I will
mostly
say that
Japanese.
there's
like
only
John.
like one like Korean restaurant that is in the Detroit city proper on the list, and it was number one on the list,
Really?
but
Really?
it was Wasabi Korean and Japanese on Kirby Street.
Oh, that
Really? That's the one I'm
sounds.
talking about.
Yeah, I figured it
Oh,
was.
that's this
It
list
was
sucks,
not.
John.
I
This list is garbage.
Okay,
don't
I
think that
don't
this.
think it was
Well, you
that
know what?
amazing, but
Here, I'll drink to Korean food, even if you do think it's garbage,
Oh
Nick.
God,
I
John's
did
gonna
like
get
their kimchi jjigae, but I didn't like their japchae. It was really greasy.
Yeah, I do think that if I'm going to eat anywhere in that area, that my favorite restaurant in that area is actually, what is it called? It's
he's his
the
favorite and he doesn't even know.
no, like it's that restaurant, but I can't ever say the name of it. And I know that Nick is not going to understand a single thing that I'm saying, but
I never do anyways.
La Furia,
Say that again.
it's on Cass, but it's a Spanish tapas restaurant, and
Oh,
I'll say that.
But that's on this list.
No, I'm saying that
Oh,
if I had
oh.
to pick like a restaurant in that part of Detroit that I
right, well,
really like,
that's a
it
little
would
off
not be
topic.
the Wasabi restaurant, but everyone should go and check out this like Spanish tapas at La Furia
Okay.
at
All right, so John,
4130 Cass Avenue, Detroit, Michigan,
no,
48201.
John, we're not talking about Mexican food.
No, not Mexican food, Spanish tapas.
That
So,
regardless, that's not
so
one of the,
but Spanish food and
that's not the
Mexican
premises
food are
of the
not
show.
not all the same, Nick. Like you're
Oh.
that's why I'm telling people to go check out the Spanish tapas place,
Okay,
because
that's fine.
Spanish food, like I'm really having a craving for these Spanish like style like potatoes right now.
Well, great. Go do that after the show. All right, so let's get back on topic. I think you should go through the list starting from number 1. We'll go down to number 10, and we'll see how much. Well, 1, if we recognize all of these,
Yes,
and 2, what
but-
we feel about their place on the list. So
Yes,
so
but
far,
one last
the
thing
number
about
1
this
is not.
La
you don't- you-
Fiera is that I will say one time I left.
Only once.
Yeah, one time I left my backpack in there,
In where?
right? In the restaurant,
Which one?
La Fiera.
I thought we were done. Can we
I
be
don't know.
done with this restaurant, John? It's off topic.
Well, no, but I want, this is important, Nick, because I want to like just give these great people like some like reminder that I still remember who they are and all the help that they gave me. And so I left my backpack in the restaurant by accident, and then like 3 months later I went back and they said, "You're the guy that left his backpack here," and they had it in the back and brought it out for me.
Oh, good.
wow.
So
Such
so
an act of
I think
humanitarianism.
that's
Mm.
phenomenal. Like they remember their customers and they have great food, and I would highly recommend, if you want great Spanish tapas, to go there and tell them I sent you, and they're not going to give you a discount.
That's
But
fine.
still-
I don't need a discount. I'll pay for the food that I'm going to eat. That's
So
all
now
right.
you want to pay full price, but you want to use a voucher for those pancakes, Nick. Like, what can I say? Like, unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay.
Unbelievable.
All right, John. Back to the
So
list.
number
now.
2 on the list.
Yeah.
Now, I personally don't agree with this list because numbers 2, 3, and 4, I I wouldn't consider them being a separate, but I which means that
Oh,
probably
I
gives
know.
you
I know what this is
a
gonna be
hint
then.
as to what they are.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but I do think though that the order that they're in might actually, well, the order that 2, 3, and 4 are in may or may not surprise you. But
Mm,
number 2
okay.
is Daybach,
Okay. No, I'm good with that.
and so what can I say? Like
No, I think that's
and
fair.
number 3 was the Miami Cafe, and then number 4
Or
was
Gingy.
Gingy.
Well, I've never eaten at Gingy, so I'm okay with that order.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
I
like,
don't know if I'd really call Miami a restaurant though. It's more of just like a cafe, coffee shop.
Yeah.
but no,
Yeah,
like
I'd put that lower just because it's not like a full
I
restaurant.
would put it
Yeah.
higher because I can get Korean
Higher?
barbecue at other places in the area,
Oh.
but I can't get my bingsu at other places in the area as easily.
I mean, it's
You know,
not.
like
It's
like
not.
I love my bingsu and I love my rewards card, and I'm one punch away from getting a free bingsu.
Okay. I'm just.
So
I mean, yeah, technically it is a restaurant because it's a place where you order food and you can sit down and eat that food there. But
I mean, like it's a dessert restaurant, like in a
yeah,
coffee
okay. I
shop,
mean,
and like I will say that I consider, like, if I'm going to make the list the way that it is, I would say that all of these places suck because they don't have my favorite Korean meal that I like.
Which
wow.
is
Yeah.
Well, I really like the
If you say
what-
corn cheese, I'm hanging.
Well,
I'm
no,
hanging
it-
up
it's this-
immediately.
what's the name of the dish? Like,
He doesn't even know. Oh,
no, like, but to be fair, like when I even explained it to Brian, like Brian had never had it until I took him to a restaurant that had it.
it's probably
So-
fake Korean. It's probably corn
No,
cheese.
It's actually is so traditional of a dish that
It's the BTS
it's
meal
not
from
made
McDonald's.
as often
Well-
anymore. But
Yeah, right.
It's-
Yeah, I agree.
like
Cajun sauce. Ugh.
it's this like like the crispy fried rice when you like have the rice in the bottom of the pan. So you
Yeah.
take the
Mhm.
crispy fried rice and then you put some rotisserie style chicken and cheese and corn in it, and
Cheese corn. There
This
it is.
sounds-
it's like the best thing that I've ever had.
John, this sounds like a KFC bowl with the mashed potatoes subbed out for
Ooh.
rice.
No.
That's
because-
true.
Because this type of rice, if somebody can make me this type of rice here in the US, then I would believe that. But no one has been able to
Oh.
match the level of like authentic taste that I had in Korea.
Okay. Well,
So anyway,
I'm sorry about that, John, but let's
Mhm.
get back to the list. All right, we're
Oh,
running out of
okay.
time. Let's
Number
get back to the
5
list. Yeah.
is Ola Soul.
I've never been there, so I can't speak for it.
Now I will say that Ola Soul actually like does have outposts like from their main location now, but that their location that made the list was where was it? The Novi location, but I really think that this is a big scam to put Ola Soul Novi on it because it's not an actual location. It's a virtual brand that you can only get if you order from Uber, DoorDash, or Grubhub.
Okay.
So
All right.
does that really count as one of the best Korean restaurants if it's not really a restaurant?
No.
Okay, so then number 5 is disqualified.
Okay.
And 2,
that's
3,
fine.
and 4 are disqualified because they're actually one place. And number 1 is disqualified because it has Japanese food too. So right
So
now,
then-
number
so
So
basically
then
you're
number,
saying-
number
Five.
one's gone.
So basically, you're saying that the top 5 so far are all bogus and they're being wiped out, and you're also saying that you're not really Korean either because you're also Japanese.
well, no, I'm not saying
disqualified.
that. But number
Oh.
6, number 6 is Sura Korean restaurant at 6580 Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield Township. Michigan 48322.
Not familiar with that one.
Now, this one I can actually vouch for, and
Okay.
I won't say that it would be my most like, like on my top 10, but like it's something where I can vouch for them having authentic Korean food, and so if somebody's looking for that and not some like knockoff that has Japanese food sold with it, then you should go there.
Thank you for that overview.
Yes.
That review was
Becca,
excellent.
have you been to that one?
I have not.
Well, that's okay. That will give you somewhere to go one day for authentic Korean food in the area.
Great.
So number 7.
Said by the
Now-
half Japanese guy. All right. Let's
Now,
number
number
7.
7.
Okay.
I will say number 7, I think everyone should go to at least once, like just because the interior decor, I can't say enough about the decorations inside at this place. So if you like, neither of you are looking like you know what I'm talking about. So that
I hope
means
you're
you
talking
probably
about
haven't been there.
your house, but I
Well, no. All right. It's
no.
Sammy. So at
Where's that?
3634 Rochester Road in Troy, Michigan. And it is in a strip mall. And actually, there's also a, as of 2 months ago when I went there, I actually got a takeout order, but about 2 months ago, I went there. There's a bubble tea restaurant in there in the same strip mall now. And it has some pretty good chicken at that bubble tea restaurant too. But anyway,
Okay.
Sammy is very good, and this article said that they have great ginseng chicken, oxtail bone soup, and seafood ramen. And I'll say that I'm sure those are good, but I got my normal katsu, and I was happy with it.
Okay.
So I like my pork katsu, but what can I say? They
You've
made
said
it
it
great.
all.
It was fried up just perfectly. So everyone should go to Sammy, but I'm not going to ruin the interior decor for you. But I think that it's fantastic enough to the point that I took pictures of myself standing in front of some of the murals on the walls inside.
Okay. All right. Good. What's number 8?
I mean, why are you moving the list along so fast? I mean,
Because
what-
it's already
it's a big
11:04,
rush, like,
John.
I'm trying to promote Korean
people might have
restaurants and
bedtimes,
Korean
though.
businesses in the area, and you want to rush me right
Well,
off the show.
Because Korean or not, people have attention spans and schedules to keep.
well, you know what, Nick, I have another shot of soju to take right now, so here
course
we
you
go,
do.
Nick.
Good. I'm glad
Now,
you're enjoying it.
yeah, I am.
Are you drinking the prize?
No, why would I do that? Oh, but Nick, guess what?
Oh boy.
I
I don't want to guess.
Well, no, this Friday is our baseball game, so I hope you didn't forget
Oh,
about that, Nick.
I did forget, but no, that's fine.
So I'm pretty excited about that,
Okay.
and or
John, this has nothing to do with the list. Okay, we'll talk about
Well,
this
no,
later. We'll get back to number
this
8.
might have something to do with the list because
Oh boy.
one of these restaurants is on the way to the baseball game.
Okay, so great, John. We can go eat there on the way to the game.
Well, but I know that I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that we have actually not been to this restaurant together. I thought that we had, but I get them confused all the time. But Chunkiwa,
Is that number 8?
yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, number 8. And
Okay.
so this is at 2101 15 Mile Road in Sterling Heights. And then what can I say? Chunkiwa is, in my opinion, they're pretty good. I do know that I I like the bubble tea restaurant in the same plaza right next to them too. But Chunky Wa is good, and they have some great specials and lots of room to spread out and lots of booths. So everyone
Okay.
should check them out. But right down the road from them is Korea Palace, and I have been there with you, Nick, and I
Oh, yeah, yeah.
enjoyed my fish there, even though
So
like
that's number 9.
yeah, number 9.
I'm not saying it's necessary. I mean, granted, I haven't been to all the places ahead of it, but I feel like I have been to other places though that are better than that.
Well,
I felt that
like,
place was only just okay.
yeah, but I think that it all depends on what you get. Like I really like the fish that I got there, so like, and I couldn't get that style of fish at other restaurants. So they at least not at every Korean restaurant in the area. So they have something like unique, like just like at
But just
the
because someplace has something that nobody else in town does doesn't mean it's better.
That's
no,
true.
but I'm saying that they would make my top 10 because I feel like they have something that I can get that I really like that I can't get anywhere else.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. It's subjective. Okay, that's fair.
And number 10 I've been to, but I can't say that it would even make my top 10, but it's Kimchi Box off of M59 in front of Lakeside Mall. Okay, both of you are looking at me like, hey, you don't know
Why
what-
are they all up there in
Yeah,
like,
I'm not in the
Macomb and
area.
Oakland
so-
County?
So Kimchi
Seems
Box
biased.
actually, I know why it made the list, and it's really like the only, like, because we don't have a Korean fried chicken chain, like what's the big chain that you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the chain that's everywhere except in the Detroit area. Oh boy.
What?
Yeah, Bonchon. That's what it is. Like Bonchon doesn't have a Detroit area location.
Where's the
And
closest
so-
one?
The closest Bonchon is, oh, that's a good question. I think there might be one in Ohio now, but
Okay.
there
All right. Oh,
there-
wait, like in Toledo by chance? Because John,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to
Oh,
Toledo.
you know
in a
what?
few weeks.
No, it's
Oh.
yeah, there is one in Ohio now, but it's in near the Cleveland area. But
Okay,
Nick,
we're not going that
th-
far.
there is one in Chicago. and
Oh.
so I have been to
All
it.
right,
but,
all right. Now we're
but
talking.
we can make sure that we go. There's one in Chinatown, and
All
there's
right.
one on Division, and I've been to the Division location.
Okay,
so-
good. I'm sold. Let's do it.
so I
Add
would
that to the
say-
agenda.
And I will say that I've been to the Division location, like during the, when was it? Like some weird time when it was like middle of the day during a weekday, and I was on vacation in Chicago, sort of like just hanging out, and I was looking for something just to do, so I went over to check them out, and then the servers were really nice to me and kind of got me a little tipsy on some costs and some height beers in the middle of the day, and I had a great time.
Of
So
course
everyone
the
should go
servers
and
did.
check out the Bonchon on Division in Chicago. So
All right,
it's-
we'll do it, John.
yeah. I mean, I think that it's but there's also an Iron Age Korean steakhouse like right next to the, like around the corner from that
Okay, we can do them both.
Bonchon, and Iron Age is super good also, but it's a
Okay.
chain barbecue, but because of that,
Oh,
they-
it's a chain. Oh,
but
come on.
but it's a chain Korean barbecue, but I will say that like I'm not a big fan of chains, but Iron Age is phenomenal and they do a great job, and so that's one of the Korean chains I would.
John, I'd rather just go to an independent location if we're gonna do that kind of food.
Well, I'm okay with that too, as
Oh,
long
alright.
as they have soju there.
I
I'll be
think that's
right there.
that seems like a very modest ask.
Yep.
All
So what Korean restaurant in the area would you add to the list? So Becca, I'll go with you first. And it doesn't even have to be in the areas that were even mentioned on the list, like maybe just one of your favorites.
Well, I had forgotten about Seoul Plaza. So those restaurants are probably my favorite, but it's out of the way for me. So Tomukun, I really like in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that's a good choice. And Nick, how about you?
There is a small little place on the border of Ann Arbor and Ypsi off Michigan Ave and 94 called Machiko, which I went like 2 months ago. And hidden gem, John. It was solid. It's not, I
Oh,
wouldn't say it's my favorite in town, but it was pleasant. Like it's just kind of off the beaten path in this little strip mall.
so
But
you want to know what, Nick? I guess now that I think about it, I guess I do have a favorite Korean restaurant in
okay.
the the area, like just out of like just because I feel like I need to like just get it out there that I really like. Oh, I have to like make sure that I like I'm getting their address ready, Nick.
All right.
So I really like kimchi at 45620 Ford Road in Canton, only because the one time I was there with you, Nick, they gave you a hard time. So I like the staff there
No.
because they gave you a hard time. So you know what, Nick?
They kind of gave us both a hard time though. It wasn't
Well,
just
yeah,
me.
but that's okay. I don't care about if they give me a hard time. I just thought it was great they gave you a hard time. So,
Mm-mm.
shout
Oh,
out to
no.
my man over at Kimchi.
Yeah.
Like the next time I go in there, I like like just remember that I said I like you.
Wow,
Listen,
John.
I have personal beef with that place. They replaced my favorite Thai restaurant, Thai Bistro, and
Oh,
they
Oh, that's
stopped
right. That used
selling.
to be. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
yeah.
good. And they stopped selling kimbap.
Well, that's okay. As long as
It's
they keep
always okay.
on giving Nick a hard time, I'll go there forever and ever.
Wow.
Yep. But you
I
know
know
what
how
this
I
means?
stand.
You know what this means, Nick, right? We're fresh out of time, except for your final joke of the week. So, yep. So after the break, Nick, it's time for your last joke, the final word, and if you don't have a good one this week, Nick, this is the final straw. All right.
I'm gonna make sure I don't have a good one.
All right. Yes. I hope so, Nick. All right.
Oh,
So it's time for a
finally
break,
some
everyone.
relief.
Thank you for listening to Funny is Part of My Name. We'll be back with more right after this break.
All right, Nick. So what is your final joke of the week?
Okay. What's the difference between a well-dressed person riding a bicycle and a poorly dressed person riding a unicycle?
Well, Becca, I'll give you the first guess because I'm sure that's not anything like what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm stumped. Truly stumped.
Well,
John, yes.
so so repeat the joke one more time, Nick, just so that I can make sure that it's not as awful as I thought that it is.
Okay. What is the difference between a well-dressed person riding a bicycle and a poorly dressed person riding a unicycle?
Well, maybe like one of them could afford 2 tires.
It's close, actually. Yet that's close. The difference is a tire.
Wow.
John's
Well, you
still
know what,
comprehending.
Nick? This is unbelievable.
He's still thinking about it. I can see that thinking face.
You know what? You know what this needs, Nick. Like
What does it need?
it needs
Shut
it needs a final shot of soju.
a final shot of the
So-
week.
So yeah, here's the final shot of the week, Nick.
That's no. That's the
Aw,
final shot for like
Timber.
the next hour, maybe, but or the next 20 minutes.
Well, that's okay, Nick. There was more where that came on Friday night.
I know. I
So
know.
take me out to the ball game and take me out to the end of the show, Nick.
Oh,
Here's
finally.
final credits. Let's
Finally.
roll 'em. Have a nice week, everyone.
All right.
You've been listening to Funniest Part of My Name. Please visit www.johnoaks.com for resources and recordings from past episodes. And don't forget to join